It was in the 1960s when Roger Hewson and his wife Charlie were at the helm of a construction business, and he had a penchant for designing sailboats.
He sketched out and built a 26-foot sailboat he called a Sabre scow, using the name Sabre because of the long, sleek shape of the boat. His passion for boats then led to designing and selling the Sabre 28, the boat that really launched a company. 207's Peggy Kaiser visited Sabre Yachts in Raymond to learn about the work it does and its endurance in the boating industry. Peg?
Well, Rob and Amanda, Charlie Hewson's grandparents came to Maine in 1907 and bought property on Sebago Lake. That eventually brought Charlie and Roger to Maine. 50 years ago, with a passion for designing sailboats and the perfect place to do it, they laid the groundwork that would launch Sabre Yachts.
The founder of the company was a man who cared a great deal about details and about building a boat properly, and he cared a great deal about the product, and he had a very clear vision as to the balance between cost and almost luxury. I mean, it was a very good upscale boat.
Danielle Zilka joined Sabre Yachts about 26 years ago. Up until that time, the company had built not only sailboats, but also a sterling reputation. But Sabre was struggling.
What existed already here was an extraordinary group of people that were still building some boats. Not very many of them, because the company had was on the verge of being closed down.
Sabre credits its ability to stay afloat to a talented and devoted crew of boat builders.
I wasn't in the shop 10 minutes, and you could sense the pride and the craftsmanship that was going into the product, and you could sense the strong work ethic in this area.
Aaron Crawford oversees the design end of things and knows that the teams that work on each Sabre have immense pride in the work that they do.
There's a tradition in the product that we build.
The family of motor yachts that Sabre now offers are built on the well-earned reputation of skilled Maine boat building, a tradition that is widely known throughout the boating industry.
And if you ask somebody in California or Washington State or Missouri who builds the best boats in the country, they'll often look at New England and say Maine's really the place where great boats get built. This down east style is something that's become culturally part of every boating community in the United States.
That style generally refers to a low-slung boat, a dark-colored hull, exterior wood that's varnished, meticulous craftsmanship that has evolved from the more traditional working boats, like lobster boats. So how do you build a 48-foot or a 66-foot boat? You build it one board, one brushstroke, one cut at a time.
I mean, the complexity of some of these pieces is pretty intense.
What ends up looking like this, or this, starts right here in 100,000 square feet of warehouse on the Raymond campus. Sabre no longer builds sailboats, but focuses solely on motor yachts, and it's been smooth sailing since they made this transition. On this day, several yachts were underway as woodworkers meticulously cut and sand wood that will be window frames, tabletops, or headboards.
You're looking at the hull for the Sabre 45, and over to your left is the hull for the Sabre 38. Those are the two boats that are in production in the two production lines here right now.
The hulls and decks are formed and eventually joined.
Decks are made upside down, which is the case here, and then they get rolled over like this.
Followed by state-of-the-art mechanical and electrical work, an assembly line of massive proportions. Sabre now employs about 350 craftsmen and women and builds about 50 boats a year from this location. Each boat has a parent who shepherds it through the process.
This culture is unique, and finding this level of work ethic and this level of craftsmanship and commitment is not ordinary, and us being in Raymond, Maine is a big piece of our success.
Now in 2020, Sabre will be celebrating a milestone of 50 years in the industry. And in honor of their anniversary, the company is launching the Sabre 58. We had a sneak preview of this beautiful boat, and Rob and Amanda, they are already taking orders for this boat, sight unseen, but if you put your order in now, you can have it in the spring of 2022.
We'll ask for the special 207 logo to be put on the side and have it ready by then.
There we go. Yeah.
Great for team meetings, who knows?
There we go.